Horan.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Health. How long does it take for microbiology samples to be taken from a patient in the Eastern Bay of Plenty until the sample is cultured in the Pathlab microbiology laboratory in Tauranga? And is he confident that the handling of samples and the time taken meets international medical standards?
Honourable Tony Ryle.
Mr. Speaker, that depends on where in the Eastern Bay of Plenty the patient is and the nature of the sample taken from them. In response to the member's second question, yes, I am assured that the standards, both national and international, are being met.
Supplementary question, Brendan Horan.
Is the Minister aware that many Bay of Plenty medical practitioners are concerned that they are taking samples from patients as early as 8:30 a.m, which in Whakatane are not collected from their practice until late in the afternoon, which then have to be transported to Tauranga, which is well beyond the best practice time of 2 hours stated in international medical standards?
Honourable Tony Ryle.
Mr. Speaker, what I am advised is that every general practice in Whakatane does have material available to them which allows them to put these specimens in a protected medium, which allows the medium to work to keep the microbiological sample testable within a period much longer than that, probably between 24 and 48 hours. So what the member will recognise is that there is a difference between the unprotected and protected microbiology specimens, and the storage and transport times vary between these. Unprotected specimens should be received by the laboratory within 2 hours. The only unprotected specimens produced in the Eastern Bay of Plenty are those generated within the hospital, and these are processed within that time frame. The GP-generated microbiology specimens must be protected, and all GPs are provided with transport media and have specific instructions and requirements for their use. And I'm advised the timelines for transport meet national and international standards.
Supplementary question, Brendan Horan.
Is the Minister aware that in many secondary schools where nurses are authorised to provide sexual health services, microbiology samples, including genital swabs, including for chlamydia and gonorrhea, are not uplifted until the end of the day, when the best practice requires the samples to be inoculated onto a culture medium within 15 minutes? Is he satisfied with the third world standards under his watch?
Honourable Tony Ryle.
Mr. Speaker, if the member actually reflects on what he's just said, he said that the international standard would be for a swab to be taken at the Opotiki College and be tested and on a dish or a petri dish within 15 minutes. The hospital is at least 40 minutes away. So what the member said just does not make sense. I can assure the member that all the advice that we have received is that they are meeting international standards.
Question number... supplementary question. Sorry, point of order first, Brendan Horan.
Mr. Speaker, I seek leave to table an email from a medical practitioner in Whakatane expressing their concerns about the time taken to collect microbiology samples.
The document's been described enough. Leave us sought to table an email from a particular medical practitioner in the Eastern Bay of Plenty. Is there any objection to that document being tabled? There is none.
Point of order.
Point of order, Brendan Horan.
I seek leave to table a document from a medical specialist outlining how genital swabs ought to be inoculated onto culture medium within minutes of collection.
This is leave to sought a medical specialist advice to the House on how swabs should be handled. Is there any objection to that being tabled? There is none. It can be so tabled.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Point of order, Brendan Horan.
I seek leave to table a letter from a doctor in Opotiki stressing how literally hundreds of lab samples have been rendered useless by transport delays.
Is the doctor's name included?
Yes, the doctor's name is included.
And the doctor's happy for that to be tabled?
Yes.
Leave us sought to table it. Is there any objection? There is none. It can be tabled. Supplementary question, Chris.
Order, Mr. Speaker. Point of order.
Point of order, Brendan Horan.
I seek leave to table a document from internationally renowned expert on microbiology, Dr. Mike Miller, PhD from Georgia, USA, stressing standards
order,
for
I think
samples.
again that's been adequately. Before I put the leave, has the member got anything else that he wants to table as well?
Yes, yes,
Can we get
I do.
it all out in one go and I'll put the leave once?
Okay, so I seek leave to table a letter from a secondary school sexual health nurse.
Leave us sought to
in
table that
Tauranga.
particular
Sir,
letter and final document.
Yeah, the final document is a letter from a secondary school sexual health nurse in Tauranga stressing her concerns that samples are not collected.
Order, leave us sought to table two particular letters and a report by a renowned expert whose name I've now forgotten. Is there any objection to that course of action? There appears to be none that can be tabled. Supplementary question, Chris Ockenvale.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Health and asks, what other progress is being made in relation to providing better health services to the people of the Eastern Bay of Plenty?
Honourable Tony Ryle.
Mr. Speaker, I'm delighted to tell the House that real progress is being made on the redevelopment of the Whakatane Hospital. The project is due to be completed on time and on budget in early 2014. The government has committed $65 million to the redevelopment of Whakatane Hospital, including construction of a brand new hospital. The redevelopment will deliver, amongst other things, 98 new beds, an emergency department, a high dependency unit for patients who need more intensive observation, treatment and nursing care than patients in a general ward. This is just another example of major investments being made by this government when the previous crowd only ever promised it.
Order. I have a further point of order from Brendan Horan.
Mr. Speaker, with regard to your earlier reading, I would just like to say the first letter that I tendered was anonymous because of fear from repercussions from the Bay of Plenty DHB.
Well, I thank the member for his information. It would have been better if we'd had it at the time. Question number 10, the Honourable Peter Dunn.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
I apologise.
Number 9 first.
Question number 9, Jacinda Ardern.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.